Yes, yes, yes. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about overthinking. So if you've made a decision or you've done something and it's like, wow, what's going to happen as a result of that? You can't get out of your head, or something has happened and you're like, I did that. Maybe I should have done this instead, or that, or that, or the other thing that you can't get out of your mind. So you're constantly thinking, or it could be a decision that you've got to make in the future. You feel what I'm saying? And you'll find it challenging making that decision because this could happen if I make this decision, or that could happen if I make that decision. You get what I'm saying? And you're stuck in the middle. Like, what do? You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to be getting into how you can stop overthinking and become present with what's actually happening in the now. You feel what I'm saying to you? Let's get into it. My name is Christopher Daniels and I help people to overcome self-sabotage and live a purpose-driven life. And that's through mindset coaching and content creation, yeah? So today we're going to be talking about overthinking, but before I get into it, I just want to say welcome to anybody that's tuning in for the first time, and welcome back to anybody that's been here before, yeah? Let's get straight into it. Overthinking. And first and foremost, what does it stem from? Or what causes us to overthink? And it's control. Like, that's the key word I want to bring up first. It's control. Trying to control the outcome. You feel what I'm saying to you? If something's happened in the past, you're like, why did it happen? I should have done this instead of doing that. If only I'd done this would have, the result would have been different. Or you're thinking about something in the future, it's, if I do this, then that might happen. But if I do that, then what will happen? You feel what I'm saying to you? And you're not sure what to choose because you're not sure of the outcome. You want to be able to control what happens. And it's all about control. And really and truly, if you think about it, you can't control what's going to happen in the future. You feel what I'm saying? Or what happened in the past. You can't change that. So how do we then deal with that? You feel what I'm saying? And one thing that I want to talk about first, I'm going to start with making decisions for the future. You feel what I'm saying to you? How do you get to a safe space where you can choose something and be satisfied with the decision that you've made? And it all comes down to building trust with yourself. Yeah? Because there's a lot of people out there that are very decisive. They know how to make decisions. They're leaders. Yeah, they're leaders. So they choose what to do, and they know that if I choose this, okay, cool, let's go with it, and boom, 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 boom. And you look at them from the outside, and you're like, how are these people able to make decisions like that without even thinking too much? Why do you believe that is? And first and foremost, what it is that they trust themselves. You feel what I'm saying to you? They trust themselves. So that's what it comes down to, first and foremost. Learning to trust yourself to make a decision and be happy with the result. Or not even, sometimes you're not even happy, but you know, cool, this is the line that I'm gonna go down. And how do you get to a space where you can make a decision and be happy with it? Is by testing, by trialing, by experimenting. If you're sitting there thinking like you've never tried something, it's like sitting down and thinking about going to the gym and working out. You feel what I'm saying? You can think about it all day, but you're not gonna get no bigger arms. You're not gonna get abs. You know what I'm saying to you? Your abs are gonna stay the same. But you can do a workout and you're not doing the workout properly, so you won't get results. But by doing a workout wrong, you can find out, okay, cool, I've done this wrong. This is how I need to do it. You can get that guidance. You feel what I'm saying? And by getting that guidance, now you know the decision to make because you've tried it and it's gone wrong. You feel what I'm saying to you? But sometimes we just sit back and we're like, I need to think about this. But you've never tried it before. So what are you basing your decision on? What are you basing the outcome on? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what do you want? If you want something, you need to experiment to be able to get it. You need to try. You need to pick something. You need to go left or you need to go right. You know what I'm saying to you? By going left, you may make the wrong decision. But by doing that, you're going to be able to say, okay, nah, that was not what it was. I tried it, and this is what I learned from doing it. And that's what it comes down to, making that decision. You feel me? That's what it comes down to, really and truly. And you can only trust yourself to do something if you've tried or you've experimented. And the more you experiment with different things, the easier it will be to make a calculated decision, because you're like, okay, cool, I've done this, it didn't work out for me, so I'm going to do this. Or I've done that, da-da-da-da. And it just transfers into different things that you do in your life. You may go into business next, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to put money in here. It may work or it may not work, but let me experiment with it. You feel what I'm saying to you? I have to wipe with tissue, like the sweat is a lot, so I've got my tissue ready. But yeah, literally, you have to learn to make calculated decisions based on what you've done, what you've experimented with. The more that you experiment, the more you're going to be able to do things without having to think about it too much, because you now trust your ability to make decisions. So it's first and foremost understanding, what do you want? Yeah, that's what's most important. The decision is not that important, if you know what I'm saying to you. The decision is important, but what's more important is what you want, and getting to what you want. You can make a decision that's wrong, that's fine, but cool, alter that, switch it, and then change your path. And by changing your path, you're going to be on the right path, the path that you want to be on, that will allow you to get to that place. Yeah, it's not about the one decision. You feel me? It's not, if you made one wrong decision, it's not the end of it, bruv. You feel me? You're acting like, I don't want to get onto you, because I've done it myself. I've sat down and thought about things multiple times. I've had times where I've made multiple wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision. And why? Is because I'm hesitant to do things. You feel me? I was hesitant for a very long time. And when you don't commit to what you're doing, again, it doesn't allow you to build that trust, because you're not trusting yourself. You're not letting go. You're not letting go of that control element. You're being very defensive. You want to make sure that this decision is the correct decision. You feel what I'm saying to you? But again, not every decision you make is going to be the right decision. Even leaders and people that are in higher positions, in whatever they're doing, they make decisions that are wrong, but they're like, cool, that's fine. I've made this wrong decision. I won't do that again. I'm going to do this instead. Or I made that wrong decision, but that's because I didn't put enough effort into it. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's just understanding why you're doing what you're doing. And first and foremost, like I said before, focusing on where you're trying to go as an end result. And I mentioned what happens in the past as well. Like, that can be something that you think about. What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I done the other thing? You feel what I'm saying to you? Would I have been in this situation that I'm in now? Would I be feeling the way that I'm feeling now? And again, it's control. You have to let go of what's happened back then. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can't change that. Yeah, you cannot change that. And that's one of the most painful things, knowing that you can't change anything. But more times out of 10, you've made that decision and you've learned from it. Isn't that a positive? Isn't that something that you can say, all right, cool, now I know not to do that again? You feel what I'm saying? And instead of trying to change the situation or put yourself back in there again so you can try and change it. Like, you can't, you feel what I'm saying? You can't change what the situation that has happened. You can't change it. But what you can do is learn from it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing. Think about what you've learned from the situation and how that can then help you making decisions later on. Because I've made so many mistakes here that I was thinking about for so long. And then I started thinking about now, and I'm like, that decision that I made and I did it wrong has actually helped me. It's put me here. It's put me in a position where I'm feel more connected to myself. You feel what I'm saying to you? And sometimes we get things wrong just to teach us that that's not what we're supposed to be doing. It's just like a child gets things wrong all the time, but they don't care because it doesn't hurt their ego. It doesn't hurt their pride. You feel me? And a lot of the times we are overthinking because it hurts our pride. We don't want to get things wrong in front of people, or we don't want people to know we've done something wrong. We want to be seen as somebody that's perfect. And that's a lot of the time, that's what it comes down to. But you need to reconnect with yourself and understand that you are going to make decisions that don't work out in your favor. You feel me? You're not going to get every decision right. That's the sad reality of it. I wish I could do everything right, or do I? Might be boring that way, like, you get me? Problem solving, that's what it comes down to. Knowing how to solve problems, and most importantly, knowing how to learning, should I say, how to trust yourself. That's major, yeah? It's important to learn how to trust yourself when it comes to decision making. And yeah, that's literally the main thing. Just building that self-trust and understanding that you can't control. So let go of controlling the actual decision, what's happening there and then. Make the decision, but what your focus should be on is the end result. What do you want to happen as a result of this? You feel what I'm saying? How can you best align yourself to be how can you best align yourself to be in the best situation to obtain what it is that you want as an end result? And you've got to position yourself. It's all about positioning yourself and then trusting the process. You feel what I'm saying? A wrong decision is not a bad decision. A wrong decision could be a good decision because it teaches you what happens when you go down that path, so you know not to go down. You just need to experiment more, start doing more, start getting involved in more practical activities, start allowing yourself to get things wrong more. You feel what I'm saying? And by doing that, again, you're not thinking so much, because thinking, cool, it's good to think. But overthinking without trying, like going to the gym and what do you call it? Going to the gym, thinking about going to the gym and thinking about doing bicep curls, you're not gonna get wham. You feel me? You're not gonna put no your biceps won't get bigger. But if you go and do it, you might do the exercise wrong, but by doing the exercise wrong, you will learn that, okay, cool, I've done that wrong. Let me figure out a better technique that will allow it to grow. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where it comes down to. Like, what will allow you to get to the place that you need to? And sometimes it's making the wrong decision, and that will lead to the right. But when you keep thinking, again, you're stagnant. You're a sitting duck. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about just trusting yourself, trusting the universe, trusting God, whatever you believe in, and allowing yourself to just let go of what will happen as a result, and just trust that I'm gonna get where I need to get to by doing. You feel me? Think about it, but think about the end result more than you think about the minutia. Think of the minute details, you get me? And that's literally it. Don't stress, don't panic. Just stop thinking so much, yeah? Literally, that's been it. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and hit that notification bell, subscribe button also, so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I was supposed to say subscribe, then notification, because it's then in it. So, but either way, man, I'll see you again next time. Blessings.